have dominated Africa's economic landscape.
And Kenya has renewed its push for inclusive and sustainable industrial growth.
New data from the International Monetary Fund shows a structural shift underway.
Africa is changing faster than the world is ready to accept. While many people still imagine dusty roads and struggling cities, some African capital cities now rival global urban centers in infrastructure, technology, lifestyle, and economic power. Skyscrapers rise beside historic districts. Billion-dollar industries operate next to century-old markets. Metro systems, financial hubs, smart cities, and innovation ecosystems redefine what a capital city on the continent looks like today. But here's the real question. Which African capital cities are truly the most developed? And why? Development isn't just about tall buildings. It's about economic influence, infrastructure, quality of life, governance, connectivity, cultural relevance, and opportunity. In this video, we rank the 15 most developed capital cities in Africa, comparing them to other capitals across the continent and explaining exactly what puts them ahead, and what that development means for their countries as a whole. Some rankings may surprise you. Some capitals didn't make the list at all, and the top 5 may completely change how you see Africa. Let's begin. 15. Kampala, Uganda. Kampala, the economic heart of Uganda, has a metropolitan population of about 3.5 million and contributes roughly 60 to 70% of national GDP through trade, finance, and industry. The city's growth is driven by a vibrant private sector, where small and medium enterprises dominate, alongside rapid expansion in mobile banking and tech startups. Major infrastructure projects, such as the Kampala-Entebbe Expressway, improved road networks, and growing digital financial systems continue to modernize urban mobility and commerce. Despite challenges like congestion, informal settlements, and uneven infrastructure expansion, Kampala remains adaptable and economically resilient. Its role as a regional trade hub strengthens connections to global markets. This development benefits Uganda by creating jobs, stabilizing economic activity, increasing tax revenue, and attracting investment, ultimately positioning the country for sustained growth and stronger regional competitiveness. 14. Maputo, Mozambique. Maputo is often underestimated, yet it anchors the economy of Mozambique. The city generates roughly 20 to 25% of national GDP, driven largely by its deep water port, which handles about 25 million tons of cargo annually and serves regional trade routes for landlocked neighbors. Its proximity to Johannesburg fuels investment, boosting construction, tourism, and energy sectors. Port logistics, natural gas administration, and coastal development are key contributors, with foreign direct investment heavily concentrated in the capital. Maputo's relatively strong infrastructure and organized business districts enhance productivity and attract international firms. This development benefits Mozambique by increasing export capacity, strengthening trade competitiveness, and building investor confidence. Ultimately, Maputo acts as an economic engine, creating jobs, expanding revenue, and positioning the country as a strategic gateway for southeastern African commerce. 13. Dakar. Senegal. Dakar punches far above its weight as the political and economic heart of Senegal. The city contributes an estimated 50 to 60% of national GDP, driven by government services, finance, and trade. Its strategic Atlantic position and the expansion of Blaise Diagne International Airport strengthen connectivity, handling millions of passengers yearly and boosting commerce. Dakar's strong institutions, efficient road networks, and concentration of international organizations attract steady foreign investment and support a growing creative economy. This development benefits Senegal by ensuring political stability, consistent economic growth, and global influence beyond its size. Dakar acts as a diplomatic and financial hub for West Africa, generating employment, increasing public revenue, and positioning the country as a reliable partner in regional and international affairs. 12. Rabat, Morocco. Rabat represents planned, controlled development at its best. Unlike Morocco's commercial powerhouse Casablanca, Rabat is a meticulously designed administrative capital. It benefits from decades of long-term urban planning, clean public spaces, modern tram systems, and efficient governance infrastructure. Compared to many African capitals, Rabat excels in public transport efficiency, low-density urban congestion, architectural preservation, balanced with modernization. Rabat also benefits from Morocco's broader national investment strategy, which funnels resources into education, healthcare, and public administration within the capital. Key activities that sustain Rabat's development: government administration and policy leadership, education institutions and research centers, diplomatic relations and international conferences. What this development means for Morocco is strong institutional credibility. Rabat reinforces Morocco's image as one of Africa's best-governed and most future-focused countries. 11. Accra, Ghana. Accra, the capital of Ghana, has a metropolitan population of about 4.5 million and contributes roughly 25 to 30% of national GDP through banking, trade, tourism, and a fast-growing tech ecosystem. The city's modern infrastructure, upgraded roads, improved airport facilities at Kotoka International Airport, and expanding urban planning projects supports efficient movement and economic activity. Its vibrant economy is complemented by strong cultural and lifestyle appeal, with beaches, festivals, and nightlife attracting both residents and international visitors. Compared to many West African capitals, Accra benefits from stronger connectivity and more dynamic economic growth. This development benefits Ghana by attracting foreign investment, boosting tourism revenue, and creating jobs. Ultimately, Accra strengthens national growth and reinforces Ghana's position as a leading and competitive economic hub in West Africa. 10. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Addis Ababa is more than a capital. It is the diplomatic nerve center of Ethiopia and much of Africa. Hosting the African Union and numerous international bodies, the city drives governance and diplomacy at a continental scale. It contributes an estimated 30 to 35% of Ethiopia's GDP, supported by government activity, services, and logistics. The presence of Ethiopian Airlines, Africa's largest carrier, generates billions in annual revenue and positions Addis Ababa as a major aviation hub, linking Africa to global markets. Large-scale investments in light rail, industrial parks, and urban redevelopment have boosted productivity and employment, while diplomatic summits and policy institutions inject steady foreign spending into the economy. This development benefits Ethiopia by strengthening its global influence, attracting investment, and enhancing trade connectivity. Ultimately, Addis Ababa enables the country to shape continental policy, expand economic opportunities, and secure a leadership role in Africa's future. 9. Victoria. Seychelles Victoria, the capital of Seychelles, may be one of Africa's smallest capitals, but it ranks among the continent's most developed in terms of efficiency, quality of life, and economic output per capita. Serving a population of roughly 25,000 to 30,000 within a nation of just over 100,000 people, the city benefits from strong governance and highly reliable infrastructure. Victoria is supported by Seychelles International Airport on Mahe Island, which provides direct connections to Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Its deep water port is one of the most strategically important in the Indian Ocean, handling most of the country's imports and exports. Roads, utilities, and public services are well maintained, allowing the city to function far more efficiently than many larger African capitals that struggle with congestion and infrastructure deficits. Tourism is the backbone of Victoria's economy and the main driver of national prosperity. The sector contributes around 25 to 30% of GDP directly and well over 60% when indirect effects are included. Seychelles attracts approximately 300,000 to 350,000 visitors annually, many of them high-end tourists. This model supports one of the highest GDP per capita levels in Africa, often exceeding $15,000 to $20,000. Victoria also stands out for its quality of life and sustainability. Over 50% of land across the islands is protected, environmental laws are strictly enforced, and access to healthcare, education, and basic services is widespread. Literacy rates exceed 90%. While Victoria lacks the industrial scale of cities like Cairo, it excels in cleanliness, sustainability, and effective urban management. As the administrative, economic, and transport hub of Seychelles, its development directly underpins national stability, employment, and the country's global reputation as a premium tourism destination. 8. Tunisia. Tunis stands out for its blend of European-style planning and North African identity, making it a functional and efficient capital of Tunisia. With a metropolitan population of around 2.7 million, the city contributes roughly 35 to 40% of Tunisia's GDP through government services, education, and tourism. Its compact layout supports reliable public transport, strong healthcare systems, and well-maintained infrastructure, allowing efficient delivery of services compared to larger, more congested capitals. Universities and research institutions further strengthen human capital, while cultural tourism generates steady foreign income. Despite political pressures, Tunis maintains stability and connectivity, supported by ports, roads, and urban systems that sustain daily economic activity. This development benefits Tunisia by improving living standards, sustaining economic competitiveness, and attracting investment. Ultimately, Tunis serves as a stable administrative and economic hub that reinforces national resilience and supports long-term growth. 7. Gaborone, Botswana. Gaborone demonstrates how governance drives development in Botswana. With a population of about 300,000, the city contributes roughly 30 to 35% of national GDP, largely through government administration, financial services, and the management of diamond revenues, the backbone of Botswana's economy. Its clean urban layout, reliable utilities, and well-maintained roads reflect strong infrastructure planning, while efficient public services ensure consistent service delivery. Gaborone stability is reinforced by low corruption and effective institutions, attracting investment and supporting regional diplomacy. Compared to many larger capitals, its transport systems and urban management function smoothly, enhancing productivity and safety. This development benefits Botswana by converting resource wealth into tangible improvements in living standards, sustaining economic stability, and reinforcing the country's reputation for transparency and good governance, which in turn drives long-term growth and investor confidence. 6. Cairo, Egypt. Cairo is vast, intense, and central to the power of Egypt. With a metropolitan population exceeding 20 million, it contributes an estimated 35% or more of national GDP through government, industry, finance, and tourism. Its infrastructure includes one of Africa's most extensive metro systems, major highways, and expanding smart city projects like the new administrative capital, designed to ease congestion and modernize governance. Cairo's scale supports massive economic activity, from manufacturing and logistics to media and cultural industries that influence the Arab world and beyond. Despite its pressure and density, its continuous expansion sustains growth and employment. This development benefits Egypt by anchoring political authority, driving economic output, and reinforcing its position as a leading regional power with strong global cultural and economic influence. 5. Kigali, Rwanda. Kigali proves that disciplined planning can outperform size in shaping development in Rwanda. With a population of about 1.7 million, Kigali generates roughly 40% of Rwanda's GDP, driven by government services, conference tourism, and a fast-growing tech sector. The city's infrastructure is highly organized, with well-maintained roads, strict zoning systems, reliable utilities, and digitized public services that streamline governance and reduce inefficiency. Its reputation for cleanliness and safety, backed by strong law enforcement and urban regulation, creates a stable environment for business and innovation. Kigali's controlled growth model avoids the congestion seen in larger capitals, ensuring sustainability. This development benefits Rwanda by attracting foreign investment, boosting tourism revenue, and reinforcing global confidence, ultimately positioning the country as a model of stability, efficiency, and forward-looking economic management in Africa. 4. Nairobi. Nairobi is Africa's innovation powerhouse. Nicknamed the Silicon Savannah, Nairobi stands out as one of the most technologically advanced capital cities on the continent. It is home to global tech firms, regional headquarters, fintech startups, and Africa's most vibrant startup ecosystem. Why Nairobi ranks higher than most African capitals: strong digital infrastructure, advanced financial services sector, highly skilled and youthful workforce. Unlike capitals that rely mostly on government activity, Nairobi's development is private sector driven. Global companies choose Nairobi not because they have to, but because it works. Key development activities include technology and software development, regional trade and finance, real estate and transportation expansion. Nairobi's development fuels Kenya's economy by positioning the country as East Africa's commercial and technological gateway, a role few capitals on the continent can match. 3. Pretoria, South Africa. Pretoria serves as the administrative backbone of South Africa, operating alongside nearby Johannesburg and benefiting from one of the continent's most advanced infrastructures. With a population of about 2.9 million, Pretoria contributes an estimated 8 to 10% of national GDP, driven mainly by government administration, diplomatic services, education, and research institutions. Its infrastructure includes efficient transport networks, reliable utilities, and high-quality public services, supported by spillover access to Johannesburg's financial and industrial systems. The city hosts embassies, universities, and key scientific institutions, strengthening its role as a center of policy and innovation. This development benefits South Africa by ensuring administrative efficiency, policy stability, and strong international relations. Ultimately, Pretoria reinforces the country's institutional strength, supports skilled employment, and helps maintain South Africa's position as one of Africa's most advanced and diversified economies. 2. Abuja, Nigeria. Abuja was planned for one purpose: to function, and it does. Unlike many African capitals shaped by colonial constraints or organic sprawl, Abuja was intentionally designed to avoid congestion, imbalance, and administrative chaos. The result is one of Africa's most orderly, modern capitals. What pushes Abuja into the top 2? Structured urban layout, concentration of national power, massive infrastructure investment. While Abuja may lack Lagos's energy, it excels where capitals must: governance efficiency, security, and modern infrastructure. It hosts the backbone of Africa's largest economy's political operations. Development-driving activities include federal governance and policy-making, diplomatic relations and global summits, high-value real estate and services. Abuja's development is essential to Nigeria's future, providing order, national unity, and a credible administrative center capable of managing a country of over 200 million people. 1. Cape Town, legislative capital, South Africa. Cape Town stands as Africa's most developed capital city and a key pillar of South Africa. With a metropolitan population of about 4.8 million, it contributes roughly 10 to 12% of national GDP through tourism, finance, creative industries, and legislative governance. Its world-class infrastructure includes advanced transport systems, modern ports, high-quality healthcare, and reliable utilities, placing it on par with major global cities. Cape Town attracts millions of international visitors annually, generating billions in tourism revenue, while its film, finance, and tech sectors continue to expand, driving investment and innovation. The city's strong governance and global connectivity enhance its appeal to both talent and capital. This development benefits South Africa by boosting foreign investment, strengthening its global image, and creating jobs, ultimately reinforcing economic growth and setting a benchmark for urban development across Africa. They are the result of policy choices, governance quality, infrastructure investment, and long-term vision. Development isn't about headlines, it's about functionality. It's about cities that work. And as Africa continues its urban transformation, today's rankings may change. But one truth remains. The future of the continent is being built in its capitals.